Hello, Diana. My name is Chris Duncan, and was a juror at the recent Texas Photograph, excuse me, Texas Professional Photographers Image Competition held at Summerfest. And I want to thank you for entering, and it's my pleasure to give you a critique on your image, Hi There, which received a score of 77. 77 is in the middle of the above average category. It may not be the score we hope for as we try to reach that 80 and above mark, but that is still a score that shouldn't be discouraged about, but should be encouraged just to know that you're close, and a few little things that we'll talk about today that help push these images over that hump. First of all, when we look at this image, Hi There, what a beautiful subject. And I think the pose that you have of her in this setting is done very well. I like that her hair's to one side that it doesn't block the light coming in from that left to right. Her hand on that side gives us a nice composition that pulls us down. The shape of her garment brings us back up to her face, and we have a nice oval composition there that pulls us back to that beautiful expression. And the red lipstick was a good choice, I think, to draw us in, using color to bring us into that face. So all those are really well done. The clean, simple, neutral, matte, keeps everything simple and clean, it doesn't distract from us. So I think the presentation worked well at that thin little keystroke, taking us right to our model. A few things that I did notice and I think could be improved upon and that kept this from going into higher categories was the bullseye composition. And her face is not, that's the main subject, and it's not in the center, but we have this hard line between the backdrop and the foreground, which appears to be a swimming pool or a body of water of some sort. And I can't tell if you put a diffusion panel or a background in the water, but whatever it is, it's not. We don't see the edge of the pool. We don't see the horizon of a body of water. We just kind of see this straight, stark line across there, which really starts dividing the image into two parts. And so then we have to evaluate those two parts relative to each other. And so the top part, I think, is really nice. Good lighting on her face, nice expression. We talked about the pose and all that. But then we have that hard line that creates such contrast. It really wants to pull us to the edge of the image. And then when we get below that line into the water, I think that's where the image had, suffered the most. That line goes right through her torso, right through her elbow, her left elbow. Her right elbow on our left-hand side, kind of cuts that in segments in that. I'm seeing a reflection below her with seems to be white or light blue with dots on it that I'm not seeing anywhere else. I don't understand why that reflection is there. Then I start seeing more of her reflection past that. And there's a few things that we just see with our eye day to day, and as humans and as being exposed to them our whole life, that's what we expect. And that's grass to be green, tomatoes to be red, and water is going to be blue. And I can understand why this water might be a little more gray than blue because of that white background, but I just feel like the saturation got a little cloudy or muddy there along some of those. I don't know, you can see the ripples and stuff, but just the clarity of the water, I felt like was a little bit of an issue on this, and the color of it. And really, most importantly to me, besides that middle line, is the color of her knee. So is the water cold, but her knee seems to be purple. It doesn't have that nice warm tone, colored tone of the skin that we have on the rest of our model. That knee coming out kind of went gray and a little bit purple there. And so that color shift is a technical issue that's hard for a juror to look past. So there are all nice qualities, Diana. I know you love underwater photography and you do such a good job of it. So keep entering your water and underwater images. Keep doing what you love. Take these critiques that you receive and tweak as you go along. And I can't wait to see more of your work in future competitions, and can't wait to see them being rewarded with all the honors they deserve. Once again, Diana, thank you so much for entering our competition and for being a speaker and a guest with us at Summerfest.